Okay, so this whole world that we are all living in is a fucking game, and I'll give a warning. I think I'll say this again in future as well when I'll get more authority, more status and power and stuff like that. But just because I don't want people reacting that I didn't want before, I'll warn again that whatever the world we are living right now is an actual living fucking game. And I'm not saying just a game that everyone yaps about game. It's a real actual game. And what I mean by that is demons, all the ghouls, yokais, all the monsters, they all do exist. And no, I'm not just yapping. Magic, all the isekai, reincarnation, all those stuff are real, to be honest. I know shit sounds super corny, weird, I'm super delusional, or you might say I'm super high, but in future you guys gonna be hearing and listening to my shit. Anyways, so this is just a shit that will remind you guys. So I'll tell you guys the rules, what's going on actually. In this situation, I think a lot of people know that the religious books, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, the Bible, and a lot of other religion stuff, they all have the same story that God came and helped them all. And in the end, they all said that the evil and all the shit will increase and all the stuff, all the big shit will increase, and their own perspective gods will come. Like in the Bhagavad Gita, it's written like that. In Quran, it's written like that. In Bible, it's written like that. The God will be reborn to save us all, and I think it's true. Plus, the indication that we humans are evolving from normal humans to people who can use magic is simply because the simple concept that not a lot of people are aware of before. Magic, aura, energy, ki, sense, this all common right now, super common, super common. Now people can just sense a person vibe. Okay, so if you can see a person sad, you can already sense he's a gloomy aura and vibes and all this stuff. How can you sense that shit? If someone is walking behind you, making no noise at all, you can already sense like someone is following you, or someone is behind you or some shit like that. That's not normal. That's sixth sense or whatever. That's also called magic. That's also called detection and all this stuff. And the aura, the word itself, and the shit, the presence of aura itself is so famous at the moment right now. Now everyone fucking knows it, and it's just pinnacle. Not even the pinnacle. It's not even the beginning of the real shit that's about to come. So all the magic and shit is just about to come so close. The invasion, the demons are just gonna start popping out of nowhere, and the demons, all the monsters, yokas, and all the stuff, the devil, ghouls, and all of fantasy stuff. They all are real, and they all are not just roaming around like a fucking buffoon. They are much smarter than us. They are much crueler than us. Some are even hidden within the human beings, with human beings and all this stuff. They might be your friends, family, relatives, or someone you might know, and they are just gonna pop out of nowhere and start killing off a lot of people. And I'm gonna be the one saying it right now. And in the future, of course, I'll have the same black shirt with a robe, full black fit. Once I'll become the world's first trillionaire, once I'll get into the stage with a lot of people, I'll announce the same shit again. Prepare yourself. In order to use magic, in order to sense this shit, there's a condition that you gotta achieve. You gotta go from normal human to actual ascended human, higher human. The term it's called I have created, like higher human or the awakened. That's it. That's simple word. And the system you've seen like solo leveling system, right? Solo leveling anime and all this stuff, magic and all this is all the fantasy word and all this stuff. That's all real. It's only that you have a magic level or the power is super low. We are low humans right now. That's why we cannot sense those stuff. Luck, magic, and all the stuff are real. I know makes no sense at all. He's super yapping shit. Let me pick you guys something that might help. I've written a lot of conditions and all this stuff. So yeah, the thing called Isekai. Isekai just means going from one world to another world, transferring soul from another. Isekai, reincarnation, regression, like living again from that stuff. That's all real. Like, ever wondered what happens after you are dead? Depends. Yeah, hell and heaven concepts are real. That those are all real, but it all depends on the karma every person has. In some condition, mostly the condition is you need to be dead. You need to, there are some conditions in order to, awaken the magic powers or to go back in time or isekai or whatever. First of all, of course, you gotta face a near death experience, like actual death experience. Anything can happen. Before, there are a few seconds before death that you gotta activate that shit. Like, I know it sounds super weird as fuck, whatever the fuck is blabbling about, but you guys gonna watch all my fucking content, all the end, old one, this one, everything, because in future I'm gonna be the world's first trillionaire, hottest man, smartest man alive. I am the smartest man alive, no matter what, and I'll be the first one to say that this shit is real. So the conditions for going through all this stuff is anomalies, like a random ass event that strikes you out of nowhere, life changing events that can help you go from nowhere to somewhere, near death experience where you will almost die, and just the moment there's a moment, right, there's a pause that where all your memories flash back. Whenever you go on a death state, like whenever you're about to die, it's a thing, like thing, right, that you're about to go through all your memories at once. That's the moment where you gotta stop that flashing memories, get hold of yourself. You gotta think like you cannot die. You gotta have the grudge. That's what keeps ghost souls alive. The people who regret having grudges, regrets of not living their life fully, they become souls and all this shit, and they don't go to hell or heaven, shit like that. Yeah, I'm too super physiological, whatever, mythical guy, delusional guy. Call me crazy because I'm looking like a fucking crazy guy. Anyways, that or death with grudges, regrets, the people who are not satisfied with their life, suicides, they're all souls that transferred to another world. Some people are reincarnated. Some people are sent to hell or heaven. Some people are went to time, back in time. Regression. Some people are sent to another dimension, another world. This whole shit is real, because what the fuck do you know after death? I have never seen a guy like that. Like, of course, there's a meaning behind it. Everyone has a religion, so yep. After death, you have no idea. Your body stays, but your soul transfers from one shit to another. There's a thing called soul. Why do people say he sold his soul for making this much money? He sold his soul for to a demon or shit like that. Or there's a soul. You cannot just have a dead body, give it some blood pumping and oxygen and all the stuff, and you can realize if someone's dead, that's dead. You cannot reincarnate that guy. He would be a zombie, fucking zombie, soulless guy. Why do you think soul is important? That's the thing of human nature, and human bodies are fucking mortals. They are temporary shit, but the souls are immortals, unless it's been erased by a higher entity. So the soul is just the soul that transfers from one body from another body, the consciousness. So that's what I'm trying to say from a long time. And in order to achieve super magical powers, superhuman beings and shit like that, spells, aura, spirits, necromancers, dragons, and all this stuff are real, fucking real. So if in order to gain the superhuman ability powers, it's just to become higher human. We gotta transcend from humans to higher humans, or slash become the awakened. How do you do that? Well, like requirements are super hard, to be honest. It's like a 1 in a billion or 1 in a trillion, shit like. Because there are a lot of cases like people have psychic telekinesis, energy. Some can lift weights, telepathy. Some can read your mind. Some people can read your mind. Some people have all those kind of superpowers that, yeah, some people can see ghosts. Some people can see all the horrors. Some people can talk with the dead. Some people can control the dead. Some people are luck bringers. Some are unlucky guys. Some people have strong sense of aura. Just by seeing them, you can feel their pressure, spiritual fucking pressure. Bleach reference, anyways. So the status window, the solo leveling status window is real. Once you ascend from humans to higher humans, then you'll be able to have the system where you can just upgrade your stats and all this stuff. That's real. That's real. Even though I don't have much proofs to showcase it, but I think it's real. Everything at this point is real. Humans are going from the shift, the rift. No one has noticed right now. Inflation, all the fights, crime rates, everything has occurred, and the people went from normalized person to gay, transgender, and all the bullshit. It's all the influences of demons and all the negative shit. You know what? Negativity, all the haters. Haters. When you try to become someone, there are a lot of haters and all this stuff. Once you give them reaction like they want it, oh, I'm not this. When you give them a reaction, they will be in a joy that, oh yeah, he reacted that way. I'll fight. A bully only fights you more when he sees your feared reaction. These people, haters, and all those stuff, all the demons also, as well as demons, satans, all the ghosts gain power from your reaction. If you are afraid, the more you're afraid, the more weak you look in front of these guys, the bullies and all the haters, all the demons and ghosts, the more power you feed to them. Makes sense? So humans and demons are living together. We just don't know who's who anymore yet. And the shift, like, aura was not a thing at all. Energy sensing was not a thing at all. Aura, energy, vibes, and all this stuff. Now it's just popped out of nowhere. And I know in no time they're gonna be the first magical guys and all the sorcerers and all this shit. The world is covered with there are so many things uncovered yet. Area 51, fucking aliens, weak ass aliens, man. I think aliens are not even a big threat than the people, than the shits that are living in our earth. Aliens are, weak ass person. Galaxy level. Somewhat level. They are not even that strong aliens here out there in our galaxy, but I think the most dangerous place is our earth itself. Containing all the strongest devils, demons, all the shit in here. I call this system unconscious system. You see, like, if you visualize more about success, you aim, the law of attraction, all this, that's unconscious fucking system. The law of attraction and all of it's not like that. The more you train, the more stats you boost up for yourself. And the ability, to go from humans to higher humans, or so-called the awaken, is to just push your limits, get jacked, have an unfuckable mindset, have strong self-awareness. And like I said, in order to activate this anomaly, the life-changing events where you can either gain abilities, superpowers, or you can transfer your soul from one place to another, isekai, regression, reincarnation, or the solo leveling system. These are the entities. For that, you need to have high self-awareness. My god, fuck you for that. High self-awareness. That means unfuckable mindset, unbothered mindset. You cannot be brainwashed, mind-washed, manipulated by anyone right now. Like, if someone hates on you, like, if you are a successful guy, you went from, my god, this fucking fly, you went from absolute trash trenches to riches. Of course you're gonna be having a lot of hate that you're unrealistic, you're cringy, you're not gonna make it. If you get affected by those negativity, you will of course become broke again. You will dwell into your emotions. The person who has the outmost control of his emotions is always gonna be on the top. If you are cold, heartless, and if you show no emotions to negativity, you are the top G. You are the one who's gonna make it. And yeah, it's not just self-awareness. You need to have a strong, fit body, jacked body, or you need to have a strong mindset, the true masculinity or femininity, whatever. I don't care if it's a male or female. There are a lot of females as well who are. There's a lot of stories. If you just hype it up, there are a lot of hidden stories in government that super people are not real or stuff, but they are real. There is hidden from our society and news just from panicking and shit like that. So I think, yeah, in order to have all this, you need to have a high self-awareness, self-consciousness. So when the near-death moment or anomaly or life-changing events occurs, you gotta have high self-awareness that what you exactly want. Do you want to go back in time? Do you want to go in another world? If you have some other wishes, if you want some super abilities, and if you have that high awareness, you'll be gifted one of those randomly. And the power is not exactly what you'll exactly get. Sometimes you'll get what you want and sometimes you won't, depending on how strong your mindset is, how demanding and powerful your mindset is. Why do you think that people say you become what you believe? You attract what you are. You gotta become him before becoming him. That's why I have this motto: talk like him, walk like him, think like him, act like him, become him. I'm him. Abundance. I know this sounds corny as fuck, but talk like him is like just become that person, man. Just talk like that guy. Would that guy be scared of some kind of bully? Would that guy be scared of entering a room filled of different people? He would proudly enter the fucking room like he owns that damn place. Walk like that dude. Talk like that dude. That talk like that guy. Talk like him. Like he knows every fucking thing. He has that utmost confidence. He doesn't care if he gets rejected or not. He talks to women like it's nothing. Act like him. Would that guy, your ultimate peak version, be laying around fucking bed watching some porn or shit like that, jerking his ass off? Would he be laying in the bed sofa watching Netflix or eating some chips, increasing his cholesterol, becoming an obese? No. Act like him in the sense, work out like him, have some good habits like him, stop all the bad habits and shit like that and become disciplined and focus more serious about your fucking life. And also act like that business guy. So if you act like him, you'll also get rich, stronger, smarter and better. Even though this is 90% not proved yet, whatever I'm saying right now. But if you try, you will at least you will fucking improvise your life. I'm saying it again. Stop fucking around with your life. You have one fucking life. You can either take the fucking risk, start doing whatever I said right now. Just go to the gym, start a fucking business to get financial freedom, and use that money not to fuck around but to fortify your house, to protect your family and yourself. Demons are gonna pop up, evilness is gonna start, crime rates are gonna increase, inflation, taxes, and all the bullshit is gonna increase. You are barely gonna survive. The rich will get richer, the poor will get poor, because poor people are fucking dumb as fuck, because they are ignorant to investing or risking or becoming better or acknowledging that they can change their fucking life. The rich will fucking get richer because they have the abundance, they have the money, they have the knowledge to agree that okay, that shit is important, I'll take my actions. That's why rich get richer, poor get poor. Don't hate the player, hate my bad. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Again, demons are gonna pop up in few years. Evil, all the bad shit is gonna happen. Super worst conditions are gonna there, and Lambos, Ferrari, your luxury watches aren't gonna be any priority at all. The main priorities are gonna be food, water, shelter, because shelter is important to resist all the demons, monster attacks, and all the bullshit. I know I might be at high on cope or some shit like that. Just wait for a few years and you'll see within your eyes. Some people, while watching this shit, I know 90% will ignore this shit, 10% will think about it, 1% will act on it. The 1% will be safe, and the rest people who are ignorant right now after watching this video will mostly die. And by the way, I'll also give an intel on the demons. The fat people, the obese people will be the first ones to be targeted by the demons, by the monster and all those stuff, because they are fat, juicy and thick shit like that. They will be likely be consumed by the demons for the food related shit because they have high flesh. more flesh and stuff. Everyone likes a fat fucking pig, fucking bacon, human bacon. So the demons will go after fat people first. Second, they'll go after skinny people first just to tear the limbs off for entertainment purposes, and they will use their bones as a weapons, spine as a weapon, and all this shit. Lastly, all the elderly men and the children, they all will be brutally killed. And the most important ones, women will be fucking raped, fucked up, raped and shit like that. Women will be the first target, I guess. They'll go after women for pleasure, and they'll just kill them off after having the fun. So everyone's in fucking danger, and the least people are thinking the jacked guys, jacked people. At least they'll have some stamina to run for a few minutes, then get killed. But you won't die as miserable as this shit. So how do you say? How do I know all this stuff? How the fuck do I know all this shit? Well, I'm a book writer. I'm a delusional guy. I'm a visualizer, and whatever I've thought till now mostly has become true. Whatever I've made, stuff like that. I'm already kind of rich. Like I make $100,000 a month. I may not look like I'm living in my mom's basement, storeroom, shit like that with my pets, because I invest 99% of my money like reckless gambler or shit like that, because I know where to invest, where things are gonna be necessary out here, and I'm living like a fucking peasant on a purpose to save up some money just to barely survive and use that money to invest, because economic crash is gonna come and I'm gonna use the full advantage to buy real estates and buy a lot of investment startups and stocks. So prepare yourself, brace yourself, get fit, get jacked, get rich, get jacked because of improvising your health. Health issues are gonna be a lot. Get jacked to improvise your health and become strong, of course, to defend yourself and your family. Second, get fucking rich, not for Lambos and show off. They are gonna be meaningless in few years. They, of course, you can have some fun before all the chaos occurs, but act fast. So you can have the freedom instead of working in a 9 to 5 just to wait for a demise for a demon to fucking pop up in your office and eat your ass. It's better to do some stuff. Find a skill, learn how to make fucking money. Not from me, because I'm a fucking investor. I made some money somehow by consulting and all this stuff, and I'm using just that money to invest 24/7, 90% of my time. So I won't recommend learning from me. I'm just a regular guy who got rich and who's gonna take over the fucking world and help the people anyways. So get rich for not yourself but for your family, to protect your young ones, older people, whatever. Protect your family. Get rich to fortify your houses, get rations, start collecting materials. Third, become fucking smarter. Demons are gonna possess a lot of human beings and gonna start war internally, then they are gonna pop up. So become smarter. Don't act on fucking emotions. Improvise your fucking mind. Okay? That's all I'll say. God bless you all. I know 99% aren't gonna believe this shit, but 1%, if you believe, please take action. Of course, it's not gonna pop right now. If I say right now, it's gonna take some time. I'll say like few years, 5 or 10 years, you will see the results, how bad shit goes down. So, all I'll say, please, 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 I beg you guys, help yourself. Fuck average.